and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys all about living your dream life. If you guys aren't following me already, I'm going to leave my Instagram and my Twitter right on the screen here. Make it nice and easy for you guys. If you're on a computer, you can even click them right away and it will take you right to there. I'm always posting like motivational quotes on my Twitter and stuff like that. And also, if you guys are new to my channel, then be sure to subscribe. I upload videos every Monday and every Wednesday, which is always fun because it's double trouble every single week, you know? So without further ado, let's figure out how to live our dream lives. So first and foremost, obviously every single person watching this video, everybody's gonna have a completely different dream life per se. So in order to establish the life that you really wanna live and chase your dreams, you kind of have to figure out what those dreams are. So my recommendation for this is to make a dream board. I've talked to you guys about dream boards before in the past. There's a bunch of different fun ways you can do this. It doesn't have to be some like corny magazine clip art that you would have made when you were like, 12. Make it really cute. You can make it like it's decor for your apartment, your dorm, your bedroom. And the other really cool thing about this too is that this is completely up to you. You have full creative control. For the longest time when I'd go to make a dream board, it'd be like, hey, where do I want to be in 5 years? And I'm like, I don't even know what I want to eat for dinner. So you can even make your dream board for a year from now. You can make it 6 months from now. I decided that I was going to make my dream board for a year in advance. So then what I did is I went online, I found a bunch of pictures that kind of coincided with a lot of the things that are my dreams, like, writing my book and getting it published, or moving to a big city, or anything like that. And I printed off all of those pictures. I decided to print off all of the pictures in black and white and put them into a frame that was like a Polaroid, and I did this on PicMonkey. And then after printing them off, I just put them onto some cardstock with some tape to laminate it, and then used an X-Acto knife to cut out each of the Polaroids and then hang them on my wall. And I just thought this was such a cool way to kind of display my dream board without it kind of looking like, like a collage of just things from a magazine. This kind of looks like it's decor on my wall, but if you look closer, the pictures actually kind of resemble where I want to be in 1 year. You wouldn't believe the kind of results you can get by waking up, looking at your dream board every day, and it just kind of like centers your headspace. Every single day is going to be different. We're not always going to be, on our A game in terms of charging full force at life, but having a dream board to like check in on every night, every day, or whenever you're in a really bad mood or something terrible just happens or doesn't go your way, you can look at your dream board and just recenter yourself. So step number 2 is to do your research. This doesn't sound fun, but again, it can be. Once you've established what your dreams are, you're gonna need to do the research now to actually back that stuff up. So it could be your dream to write a book, but you kind of have to do the research to find out how to write a book, or take classes, or do whatever you have to do to be fully equipped and gain full knowledge in terms of what your dreams are. And if you want to make it fun, light up some candles, brew yourself some tea, sit down with your laptop, blare some tunes, and just completely zen out researching all of the stuff that inspires you. So step number 3 is going to be make big plans. So for me, I kept on dreaming about moving out of my hometown and moving to a city, but all I did was talk about it, and I ended up staying another year and all of these things, and it was almost like I was waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect time, or I just kept on visualizing me living in like Toronto or wherever, but I wasn't actually doing it. Like I wasn't actually planning for it, I was just visualizing it. If there's something you want to do, figure out what you have to do to get there, and it could be something 5 years from now even, but you're still gonna have to make some sort of plan to get to where you want to be. Even if something on your dream board is as small as, being fit and healthy, what are you gonna do to be fit and healthy? How are you gonna get there? There's that really, really funny cliche, how does it go again? It's like, fail to plan, then plan to fail. I think that's how it goes. I may have just butchered that. So step number 4 is to start acting accordingly. I think I've talked to you guys about the book You Are a Badass before by Jen Sincero. I listen to her audiobook probably once a month just to always refresh it so that it's constantly the forefront of my mind. It's very positive thinking and things like that. And something that she says in the book is to act as if it's already yours. You've established where you want to be. You've established what your dream life is. If you start acting as if it's already promised to you, not in like an arrogant, stuck up, or narcissistic way, but act as if your fate has already been written out and that is what's going to happen to you, then you're going to start aligning a lot of your emotions, a lot of your actions, a lot of your mindsets, headspace, the energy you give off to people. It's going to start aligning with where you want to be. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, but yeah, just start acting as if it's already promised to you. So tip number 5 is, it's kind of like a double tip. It's A, to start loving yourself, and B, Work with what you already have. What I'm getting at with this is don't be like, okay, I'm gonna be happy when I get my dream life. You have to learn to be happy with what you already have and love yourself the way you already are. Stop doing things that self-sabotage. Stop doing things that don't make you feel good about yourself. If in your dream life you picture yourself having this like elaborate, amazing house, you might not have that house yet, but what you do have is your bedroom or your apartment or whatever it is. Spruce it up a bit. Start doing little tiny things that kind of make you feel like what you have now is already aligning with what you want later. So yeah, be patient with yourself, take care of yourself, and just start working with what's in front of you right now. So step number 6, and this is a really, really important one, and I'm telling you this one from experience. Enjoy, you know, step A to B to C all the way to Z, where you get to whatever your dream life is. For me, I always wanted to do YouTube. It was always a huge hobby of mine. I was so passionate about it. I was so into it. But I swear to God, if you would have told me that I would have been here at 22 in a solo apartment with my little puppy and, you know, filming videos for you guys every day. If you would have told me that that was gonna happen, looking back now, I almost kind of wish that I had enjoyed the journey a little bit more along the way. I feel like it's so fun and it's so important to be driven and focused and to work hard at what you want and getting where you want to be. But as all of this is happening, you know, your family's getting older and you're getting older and everything that's happening around you, you don't take it for granted. Enjoy all of the steps in between. And the last and final tip is to go for it. You're not going to get to where you want to go if you go at it half-assed. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week, or maybe next year. If you're constantly afraid of what people are going to think of you, if you're afraid that you're going to fail, if you're afraid that you're not going to get what you really want, if you don't think you're worthy enough for it, or if you don't wake up and want to work hard to get to where you want to go, any person that's living the life that they really want, odds are that they had to work their butts off to get there. It's a harsh reality to realize that if you want something, nobody's gonna get it for you, and there are no shortcuts, and even if there are shortcuts and you take them, it's never gonna feel as good as if you really put in the work and effort to get to where you wanna go. And sometimes our biggest obstacle is maybe the way we see ourselves. Maybe we think we're not worth our dream life, or maybe we think we're not good enough, we're not as cool as that person that lives the life that we really want, or we're not as important, or we don't have, you know, the means or the necessities to get to that life. But that's just creating excuses. So if you want it enough and you wanna live that kind of life, then tell yourself that you're worth it. You do deserve it. And I mean, what's the point if you go through your whole life getting to the very end and then realizing that you only got one ride and you didn't, you know, use it to its full potential because you gave yourself excuses for why things couldn't happen instead of giving yourself reasons to go for it. Like, there's no point in going for it if you're not gonna go balls to the walls. It's a really gross term, but it's like my favorite thing to say. Okay, does Buddy really have to vacuum the hallway while I film? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you took something away from it. Don't let anything or anyone ever stop you or make you feel silly or ridiculous for living the life that you want to live. There is enough success to go around for every single one of us. There is enough pie for everybody. I'd sit here and continue to list off cliches for you guys, but I'll keep it at that. Let me know down below. I'm very curious as to what your guys' dream lives are. Leave your comments in the comment section. And if you guys decide to do the little dream board DIY, then be sure to tweet or Instagram them at me so that I can like and favorite and all of that fun stuff. And other than that, I will see you guys all in a future video. Bye guys.